Hello everybody, TheGreen here, Vaporscoop.com, coming at you with another product review. Today's product review isn't going to be the best one I've ever done. It's of the Indulgence from East Mall. Let's go back in time. Let's go back to when I first bought this thing. I made the purchase on March 22nd. Now this is almost, what's it we got? March, April, May, June, July, August. 5 months ago is when I originally purchased it. It took about 10 days to get it. When I got it, I was excited because I'm gonna have a mod that'll do 4 different atomizers. Comes with 3.7 volt, but with the extended battery cup, we'll do 6 volt vaping. And I even got the pass-through for it. Just plug it in, pass-through for it. And if you didn't pick it up, they're a different color, and I'll get to that in a little bit. So I got it, and I opened it up, and I'm like, oh yes, I'm happy. This is cool. I was let down. I kind of figured that I got what I paid for. The Indulgence is 59 bucks. The extended battery cup with the batteries is like 20 bucks, and the pass-through is like $12. Now overall, it doesn't seem like a bad deal. I watched some other YouTube videos, people saying, oh, this is a really nice unit, it does this, it does that, it does all these things. It just doesn't do it very well. The 510 adapter that comes on here has a very, very stiff draw. The threads come all the way up, and there's little holes here, but it doesn't allow for proper airflow. This was very poorly designed. So we're going to get back to, I bought it, got it 10 days later, so we're looking at the first week of April. I was dissatisfied. There was a problem inside here, inside this part. It still worked. It's just the this little plastic piece here wasn't threaded right. It was sitting crooked. I got it to go right, but it just wouldn't quite stay on right. And you can't see it in this one, but I'm going to do some pictures, some up close pictures. There's an imperfection in the bottom of this piece, and also, no, just the bottom of this piece here. And then my other big problem is that the 801 adapter would zero airflow. It's not tall enough, and I'll show you that in some pictures. So I contacted East Mall, and they said, you know what, just send it back. And I just misunderstood them. I thought they meant to send back the parts that were defective or weren't right, and they would just replace them. I'm like, okay, that'll work. I sent them back. I was waiting. I waited 3 weeks. I kind of forgot about it there. Didn't realize how long it was because I had my V2 and I was using that. I'm like, oh, wait, I forgot all about this thing. Sent an email. They're like, oh, yeah, we have your package here, but where's the rest of it? I'm like, well, what do you mean? Well, and this is between emails, so it wasn't a phone conversation, just making it shorter. He said, well, we can't do anything unless you send everything back. We can't return it as a kit. We can't return it separately. They need the whole kit, and then they'll replenish it. I'm like, okay, misunderstanding, no big deal. I mailed them the rest of the kit. So now they've got the entire Indulgence kit, along with the extended battery cup with the batteries. The only thing I had left was the silver pass-through. So I waited, and I waited. See, that was 3 weeks when I emailed them. Another 3 weeks goes by, nothing. I'm like, what's going on? He's like, well, sorry, but we don't have the silver one in stock, but we should be getting it in soon. I'm like, oh, well, okay, I'll wait. No big deal. I want it. And I waited. I waited some more. I was watching the forum on ECF. Then they said, we're going to get some in stock so-and-so week. Yes. Never happened. We're going to get them next week. And it's going to be the titanium one. I'm like, I have the silver one. I want the silver one to replace so my pass-through and everything matches. So I said, screw it. You know what? Can you guys give me a refund? And this was about 9 weeks after I returned the first return. So, 2 months and a week. So I get a reply email back, and they basically said, well, I don't have the authority to authorize a refund. They'll have to talk to somebody else. 4 days later, when I still didn't get a response, I went on eSmall and noticed they had the titanium one. I'm like, you know what? Can we just screw the refund and just send me the titanium one? They're like, okay, yeah, we can do that. Perfect. So, this is like two and a half months later, I'm finally getting my unit back. It's not the one that I initially wanted, but I was also reading that, they're making changes to it. It's supposed to work better. They were doing away with this pull off the end cap and then change the atomizer connection, because that was one of my other problems that I had, is that when you went to their website, they showed 4 pictures that looked like this, that you get 4 end caps with the different atomizer connections. You don't get 4 end caps. You get 1 end cap and these round inserts. Let's see. Round into round means it's going to turn. Okay, not a big deal when you're putting the atomizer on, because once it bottoms out, it's on there. But to get it off is another story. If the whole thing will turn 50% of the time. Now, not quite a big deal on the 510, because the 510 you can kind of put your finger on and hold it. But the 801 and the 901, and I even think the 401, which I've never used, yeah. Those are male threads. What are you going to hold on to? You know what you're going to hold on to? You're going to have to unscrew this, put your finger on the bottom, hold it, and unscrew your atomizer. This is just... Come on. Really? You're going to make all this and not even think about that? It just didn't make any sense. The only thing that I really liked about it is the button. It was nice and clicky. It hit every time. I'm not going to say it feels like high quality, but it did work every time. How long it would have worked for? I'll never know. Because I finally... And wow, it looks like there's rust in the bottom of this thing. So how can, I mean, that just can't be. I just noticed that. I never really looked down at the bottom. Let me grab the extended one. No, that one's clean. That one's clean down in there. I don't know if you can see that. But dissatisfied. So let's switch over and I'll show you everything that comes in the box. Well, I made an oops. I forgot to take the up-close, detailed pictures of everything that comes with the Indulgence, so I'm sorry, guys. I'll never let it happen again. I can't believe I forgot to take the damn pictures. Let's move on with the review. So, as you can tell, this isn't a very positive review. Very, very unhappy with this whole situation. The customer service, how long it took. And I understand what a few weeks ago eSmall's website got hacked into and just killed it. It was down for like 2 weeks from what I can understand. But aside from that, reading the forums, there's other people out there that are like, dude, I sent you an email. Why aren't you guys responding? Well, for me, once it passed a few days, email every day, forwarded the same email every day until somebody responds. That is real crappy customer service. It's just crap. eSmall, if you're doing that much business, then you need to get another customer service rep. Or maybe make your products better so you don't have to deal with all this customer service stuff. It's just me, guys. This is my personal experience. By reading the forums, there are people that just love eSmall. They love everything about them. And you know what? For atomizers and stuff like that, okay, not a big deal. Because if you get one that's crappy, doesn't work, they do have, this is one thing I do give them. Even though all the products come out of China, it takes, 10 days, 7 days, however long to get here. They do have like a warranty center in Ohio. So if you do get a bad part, you can ship it to Ohio and only spend $2 or $3 for just standard shipping, instead of having to shipped back to China, which takes forever. And then for them, kudos eSmall for having a place in Ohio. And like I was saying, I know there's people out there that love eSmall. There has to be. They're huge. They're doing a lot of business. And unfortunately, I won't be one of their customers. Not after all this mess. I basically lost like 25 to 30 bucks in shipping. So I lost $15 for the initial shipping. And then I made 2 shipments back to them. The initial one to send the parts back. And then the second one to send the rest of the parts back, so it's a full, complete kit. And now I'm losing the shipping on sending this back because I am getting a refund finally 5 months later. Alright, here's the update. On the 2nd of September, I shipped everything back with a tracking number. On the 4th, they received it. Over 3 weeks later, I didn't receive my refund yet. I emailed them. And then about 2 days after that, I finally got my refund for 89 bucks. So basically that's the price of the unit less all the shipping costs. So I just want to give you guys an update on how that went. Yes, it sucks. I really wanted this to work. Like I said, I read really good things about it. Every time this Indulgence went up on eSmall, they were like sold out in like a day or two. I was like, man, this thing's got to be hot. It's only 59 bucks. It must be awesome. It's not. So, everybody out there, if you love eSmall and you're still buying from them and you haven't had any problems, keep on buying. I mean, that's your thing. I won't. And everybody out there, if you're even thinking about this Indulgence, don't buy it. Period. 510, no airflow. These spin. Unless they do some really big changes on it, I wouldn't even bother. And that's the other thing. If you get one and you don't like it, by the time you get it, they're already out of stock. So you're going to be waiting and waiting and waiting for a replacement. As it is right now, I bought mine March 22nd. The next day or a couple days after, they were out of stock on silver. Since then, there has not been another silver Indulgence. So if I really wanted the silver one, I would still be waiting, twiddling my thumbs 5 months later. So, buyer beware. Don't buy this piece of crap. That's just it. Normally, I don't trash stuff like this, but maybe I had high expectations. But no, just don't. I really just don't like this. So guys, I got nothing else really good to say. Except it's almost over, and feel free to comment below. I'd love to hear from you if you got the Indulgence and it works perfect. Oh, and by the way, talking about the whole spinny deal here, you can go on eSmall.com and for like 20 bucks, and you can buy the caps with the adapters built into them already. I don't know why they don't send it with the original unit, but you can get them. So. Well, that was fun. That's going to do it, guys. I am TheGreen, VaporScoop.com. And if you're a smoker, switch to a healthy alternative and start vaping. Until next time, guys. See ya. Well, I guess.